Hey everyone, Dan Saavedra here from Merge Your Data, and today we are going to go over a brand new feature inside of HubSpot. It was released automatically as a new beta for people who have the correct tier of accounts, and that is the new webhooks capabilities when you're inside your private apps. And so if you've used private app webhooks before, you're trying to sync stuff between HubSpot and other tools, you'll realize that there's a lot of pain around being able to do that without workflows, just because there was no option for custom objects and some other types of objects inside of HubSpot when we're configuring these private apps. And so as you can see, I'm going into settings here, private apps. We're going to dive right into it. Go to webhooks. You can see that we have some already, but we're going to click on edit app to see the new capabilities. We're going to go to webhooks, and then we're going to do create subscription here. And this is where you're going to see this new expanded object support. And so one thing to note is that you are going to have to switch over eventually the old webhook types, because there is a new structure. And so if you go in here, you'll be able to see that new structure. If you turn this on, you'll have to understand that new structure because you're creating a webhook that's different than the prior one. And so you see here when you toggle it on, it opens up this new window that says make sure your webhook handler service can parse the updated event payload. And so we'll click on that. And so you can see here that they have all of this documentation with the supported object types. And this is the fun stuff here. But this documentation will have exactly, if I scroll down, it'll have the schema here. So you can see the different fields. You can see the property change events. You can see merge events, association events. So everything that can happen here with this new structure is in this documentation. So you'll just have to note that going forward. But basically when you go back into the configuration, you can see here now we have some really good stuff. So all the custom objects are in there, which is a really big deal when you're trying to sync between platforms. And then you also have a bunch of other options that just weren't available before. So you can even sync stuff like notes, not parts, that's a custom object, payments, and stuff like that. So this is a really big release if you're a developer in HubSpot, if you're just someone who's trying to figure out what you can sync between HubSpot and other tools. This was a big limitation before. And so go into your private apps, test this out, see what options there are available. So you can see here, we can, just like before, choose something like a ticket, maybe let's do a custom object. And then we go into the event types. And so you can see here, there are still the limitations around the property change webhooks where you can only choose one object at a time, but you still have all these other types of actions as well. So definitely go in here, take a look at this new webhook subscription option. This is a big expansion for HubSpot and really takes away a lot of barriers for syncing your data between other platforms. I'm Dan Saavedra from Merge Your Data. Thanks for watching.